Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Royal Sussex Live. Welcome, one and all. Thank you so much for being here. Um, okay. Okay, I won't worry about that. See how see where my name is right? No, see where it says Royal Sussex? My little what do you call that thing? The um the avatar, the profile pic. See how that keeps changing? I don't do anything. I wanted it to be, yeah, there it is. It's round. It just changes on its own. It does what it wants to do. Oh, you know what? Maybe that's what keeps it in place. Rounded corners. Nah. Oh, this thing works my last nerves. Why does it change? Oh, look at that. Oh, okay. No, I can't do that one. All right. I better not get crafty right now. Okay. I'm going to leave it alone. I'm going to leave it alone. I'll pretend like I do not see it. Okay, who was here first? Fancy, fancy. Thank you so much for being here first. Always appreciate it. And, well, take a look there. Look who's got heckled today. Yes, Charles III was heckled. He was heckled by someone in the crowd. And, well, I tell you, it's embarrassing at this point. Very embarrassing. I am embarrassed for him. Remember yesterday they unfurled the that banner right there at Buckingham Palace. But maybe it's what he deserves. Maybe it's what he deserves. I'm not going to judge. Yes, I am. Why would I say that? That's all I do is judge those people. Okay. Well, I got a couple of things to show you today. Oh, let me put that one up there too. All right. Anyway, we got some interesting stuff to cover, so stick around, stick around. Um it is Black History Month, and of course, this is a great time of the year to learn a great deal about the contribution of African Americans in this country. I'm telling you, just as this country was going into the Industrial Revolution, a lot of black inventors, sometimes it was a hobby, sometimes they were just solving problems, like the stoplight. The stoplight, Garrett A. Morgan. Before, they had these little levers, and anyway, Garrett A. Morgan came up with the stoplight as he understood there was a problem. And look at the world today. There are stoplights everywhere you go. I don't know if we should be mad at him or if we should praise him. I'm sure he saved a lot of lives because of his invention. So, in case you didn't know it, that was an African American by the name of Garrett A. Morgan who created the stoplight. No relations to Hoghead, I'm sure. So, let's just take a little step back to, oh, was it 2 days ago? Yeah, I think it was 2 days ago. Meghan took a photo with some red balloons wearing those red slippers, red slingbacks. And of course, it was to promote a new sweetheart bundle, right? And compared to the bundle that was available on the day when those products dropped, it changed. People were asking for something different, and that's exactly what they got. Meghan said, "You ask, we delivered." The original bundle was, let's see, where's the original? Oh, that's not it. I want to show you the original bundle. Anyway, that is what I call cooperation. That's the third. Okay, let's go fourth. I think it was the fourth. Yeah, I think it was the fourth. Oh no, we need the second. Okay, the second. I'll show you. As you can see, I was well prepared. Also, let me say this. There was I got a couple of messages from someone who was telling me about the baskets that were available. And I do thank you for showing me where I could find it. But I was hoping to get a basket that had some kind of branding for as ever. So I'm going to hold off until I can find the branding for, well, and see if Meghan introduces a basket with some branding on it. Because I thought when she shared this basket with some of her products inside, that it might be something offered on As Ever in the future. So thank you so much for showing me where you can find something very similar. And I believe one was identical, but I'm going to hold off and see if there's not one available somewhere down the line with the As Ever branding. So yeah, this may just be a little test to see what our reactions are. But yeah, I am very devoted to the As Ever brand. Hey, Shelly L., thank you for being here. Connie Balmer. Hey, Connie Balmer, thank you so much for being here. Yeah, so that's what I'm holding out for. Is I'm hoping that there will be a brand, for As Ever. So let me see here. I think I need to go back one more day. Do I? Yes, I do. Oh no, that didn't work. All right, never mind. So this was what Harry received today. How cool is that? How cool is that? Somebody has been on their best behavior and has been rewarded by the Duchess of Sussex. Okay, I'm going to get that video up for you so you can see Harry's reaction in case you haven't seen it already. Of course, I posted a short that features that video. So if you have not seen it, I will share it with you right now. At least I thought I was. Okay, one more time. I'm going to share that with you right now. Oy vey. Yes, I'm going to share that with you right now. Nothing is going as planned today. Ha! There we go. Oh, you know what? I shouldn't have doubted myself. That was it. Okay, sorry about that, guys. Yeah, I should not have doubted myself. That was so it. Okay. Here goes.
Hello.
Hello.
Ooh. Yes, please.
White chocolate.
Thank you.
You got it.
Love you.
Don't you love that? One more time. Okay, act funny if you want to. And here goes. Okay, fine. There we go.
Hello.
Hello.
Ooh. Yes, please.
White chocolate.
Thank you.
You got it.
Love you.
All right. So let's go through this slowly. Meghan is walking with the box of chocolate. And look, there's oh my goodness, what is the dog's name? Mamma Mia. Yes, there's Mamma Mia. There we go. There's Mamma Mia. And of course, Harry is totally surprised, right? We're going to do this very slow. I want you to notice in the background there those patches that Harry received. I'll show you that in a minute. And
Yes.
Yes, please. So proper, such a proper English gentleman. Yes, please.
Please.
White chocolate.
Thank you.
You got it.
Love you.
So Harry selected the white chocolate. Oh, I see. Joan Lawman, thank you so much. Joan Lawman has just gifted 5 Royal Sussex memberships, which I think is absolutely stunning, very thoughtful. And okay. And congratulations to the lucky recipients that receive those memberships. Thank you. That is so kind of you. Now, there's the patches. Prince Harry has the entire collection of chevrons of Ukrainian armed forces brigades, and he puts them on a board in his office. He was probably given them all while visiting Ukraine last year. You can see the Ukrainian coat of arms in some of them. So let's see. Okay, nice patches. And yes, I do see the Ukrainian coat of arms. And at least one of them, I do see the colors. That is Justin Trudeau. And you can see the guy with the bionic prosthetic leg there. So that is one of the wounded soldiers. And then, of course, you can see there are more people in the background there. This was at the Invictus game. Over the shoulder, you can see there. Very clear and easy to see. How cool is that? So this is a glimpse into the Sussex office. But this looks, this is not the office with the fireplace that we're used to seeing, the one with the big desk and the fireplace in the background. I believe this is the one where Harry has made some of his Zoom calls. So this must be his own individual office, not the one that they share together. Or maybe they share this one. There may be a like a secretary desk or something like that. Well, that is so cool. And yes, you can see in the background there it says, "Love you, Papa." See it there? It's kind of faint to love you, but it says, "Love you, Papa. Love you, Papa." That is so sweet. Look at how happy Harry is. Look at how happy he is in his home, away from all of that riffraff left behind royals, right? So, a gift from veterans. Prince, by the way, this is translated if the grammar sounds weird. A gift from veterans. Prince Harry keeps a collection of chevrons from combat brigades of the Ukrainian Defense Forces in his office at home. Behind the Duke, you can see a stand with chevrons of combat units of the Defense Forces of Ukraine, Marine Brigades, Airborne Assault Troops, 3rd Assault Brigade, Ukrainian Volunteer Corps, Joint Assault Brigade of the National Police. In addition, the stand features the chevron of the NSU Rubitz Brigade, which Harry wore during the Invictus Games in Vancouver last February. This stand was presented to him by Ukrainian veterans after the competition. Former Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau received the same gift. Oh, so they're two of a kind. Very cool. But as you can see from Harry's last visit to Ukraine, he received some additional patches, or chevrons, as they say. He's received some additional chevrons. So that is on the left side there. That's the lady with the box there. She's the one that greeted him at the rail station. Oh, you know what? I forgot what her name and her role is, but I believe she was the one who made the invitation for Harry to come to Ukraine. And then there on the right side, you can see he received 2 additional chevrons or patches. So that was so cool. And just a little reminder of how emotional that trip was. Harry received that flag while he was there. And then you can see the bracelet that he's been wearing. Let's see, Prince Harry wears bracelet from Ukraine's Superhumans Rehabilitation Center. So yeah, these exchanges with these warriors, soldiers, and their families from Ukraine has been very, very important to Harry. I think that when you take a step back and you just look at how everything has unfolded, I mean, the Invictus games were already going on, right? And then as they were filming the Heart of Invictus, there's the whole war and invasion, and then Eula, as it was Eula, and her being captured and her daughter filling her place at the Invictus Games. It's almost as if it was like some kind of incredible real life script, but we kind of watched it happen unfold um, right along with everyone else, right along with Harry. And it's just been an incredible ride. It's almost like I feel like I was there in some kind of way because, you're seeing it through Harry's eyes. So very interesting how this has all worked out. And it's obvious that Ukraine is going to be like one of his life's works, I'm sure. So very cool. And congratulations to Harry for receiving what so many people have been pining for, and that is some chocolate. Wait a minute. You know what? I wonder if I got mine today. Since I'm thinking about it. Yeah, did I get mine? Yeah, I got something. I got something. Well, I'm going to wait until everything is there before I go and get it. But yeah, something was delivered today, so very cool. But I got more packages coming. And there on the left, you can see they actually posted this, the Invictus team Ukraine, on their social media. They posted that. I mean, how nice for them to see this. And there on the right is another photo that they posted from Harry's visit last time. And then here you can see the Invictus Games Team Ukraine reposted Duchess Meghan's Instagram story showing off Prince Harry's Ukrainian military chevron given to him at um, Invictus Games Vancouver. They also reposted a video of Harry in Ukraine last year meeting veterans. Oh, you know what? I didn't actually see that video. Oh, yes, I do. I think I remember that one. Oh, okay. That makes sense. I've seen that one before. Because, yeah, I followed Harry's visit to Ukraine closely. And I can't imagine I missed anything from that visit. But yeah, it's possible. But that's okay. Cannot be everywhere. Hey, Lydia Washington, Perlina Answer, Mary H, Emma D, Vanessa Jones, Abby Rosemary. Hey, Legs, welcome. All right. And of course, that is the white chocolate bar. It has the hemp hearts, whatever that is, and it also has the flower sprinkles. So if you have the white chocolate bar, that is what the texture looks like. I had one. That was the only thing I could get the last time there was candy, or the first time there was candy. Everything sold out so fast. That was all I can get. But this time, not taking any chances, Meghan made sure that there was plenty, and I do mean plenty, available. So that is the combo right there. The white chocolate with the flower sprinkles and the hemp hearts. It also comes with a tin of flower sprinkles if you would have ordered that one. And then, of course, there's the 4-pack. Those are gone. Those sold out in the first 7 minutes. So then there was this available. Oh, no, this is the Valentine's special bundle that Meghan introduced, right? So with the red balloons and everything, Meghan was letting us know that this is available. But guess what? Um, Sold out. Yes, the original bundle, and now the special Valentine's bundle, they are both sold out. So if you were not able to order, unfortunately, they're gone. They're gone, 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 gone. Um, don't know when they'll be back. Let me go and take a look at the website and see if there is anything available for you in terms of chocolate, that is. Is there any chocolate left? Hmm. Okay. So, all right, there's one thing left, and that is the white chocolate with the flower sprinkle. I see this one. Unfortunately, they're not selling the individual chocolate bars any longer. Um, but they have that, and they have all of the spreads all of the honey. It looks like it's available. Yeah. They have these special keepsake boxes, right? But yeah, all of the candy bars are gone. So by themselves, the candy bars were selling for $14, right? But if you get this combination with the tin of flour sprinkles, that comes to $29 US. So yeah, that is your only chocolate option, and that is the white chocolate. But they still have plenty candles. They have plenty of these spreads available. They except for apricot, no apricot. But they do have the raspberry, the strawberry, and the orange marmalade. Okay, that's what's available. You know, I still have not tried the strawberry yet. Yeah, I have a apricot, a raspberry, and for some reason I have two orange marmalades open at the same time. Not sure why, but I'm still working on those. So there you go. Sorry, folks. This is your only, as ever, chocolate option. And I'm pretty sure that very soon that one will be gone. White chocolate with the flour and sprinkles duo. So get them while they're hot. And the candles are very nice too. You cannot go wrong with the candles. Okay. Hope that was helpful, you all. Hope that was helpful. Oh, the strawberry is delicious, huh? Hey, why are you purple? Wait a minute. Why are y'all purple? That's not Royal Sussex blue. I just noticed that. Why are you all purple? That is so weird. I'm telling you, this thing does whatever it wants to do. Take a look on the left. There's someone has received their as ever 4-pack. Let's oh, I don't need that. I don't need that. Don't want that either. Oh, right. Okay. All right, I'm just trying to zoom in so I can see what that green part says there. All right. It says you can always count on As Ever Official to make the most gorgeous gift sets. The bars are all so delicious. The dark chocolate with strawberry and champonet brut is my favorite. Oh, we'll see. We'll see. And then in the middle there, that is someone else's collection of As Ever. It's a lifestyle. I have 3 more orders en route. Wow. Okay. And then lastly, you can see whoever that is. You can see they have their orange marmalade with a croissant. Very cool. That's what Meghan shared from some of the other squatties. So remember, no matter what the season brings, you thrived. Okay? No matter what the season brings, you've thrived. Okay, Vanessa Feltz. Somebody gave her the what for, and I am going to share it with you. Yes, someone gave her the what for. They gave her the what for, the how come, and you had it coming. Okay, let me get the sound queued up.
Hi, Enon. Thanks for ringing.
Hi, can I just say how refreshing the show is today? And
Yes.
in the past couple of days, we're not discussing the Sussexes. No one's
Exactly.
discussing the Sussexes.
Thank you.
And Vanessa, you're not on your bench, let's say, criticizing the Sussexes. So it's a lovely show to hear.
Excuse me, criticizing
Yes,
the
yes, I'm
Sussexes?
sorry.
That's not me.
Yes, we're moving on.
What's that guy
We're
called?
moving on.
Hang on, Enon. Listen, you know that guy who the Sussexes usually give all the stories to, and he always writes about them. What's his name?
With the dark hair.
Yes, with the dark hair. That guy.
Obi,
Yes,
Scobie, Obi.
exactly.
You know him.
Omid Scobie. That Omid Scobie. You know him?
Scobie.
Yeah, Enon. He once actually sent me a message to say that my coverage of the Sussexes was incredibly balanced, and Meghan had been delighted, Enon. So that's not fair.
That's a surprise.
Yeah,
but
it's
anyway,
true, though, I promise.
yes, I did. I did think I'm on the side of banning skirts because, as you.
Hi, Enon. Thanks for ringing.
Hi, can I just say how refreshing the show is today? And in the past couple of days, we're not discussing the Sussexes. No one's
Exactly.
discussing the Sussexes.
Thank you.
And Vanessa, you're not on your bench, let's say, criticizing the Sussexes.
Hang on, Enon. Listen, you know that guy who the Sussexes usually give all the stories to, and he always writes about them. What's his name?
With the dark hair.
Yes, with the dark hair. That guy.
Obi,
Yes,
Scobie, Obi.
exactly.
You know him.
Omid Scobie. That Omid Scobie.
Omid
You know him?
Scobie.
Yeah, Enon. He once actually sent me a message to say that my coverage of the Sussexes was incredibly balanced, and Meghan had been delighted, Enon. So that's not fair.
That's a surprise.
Yeah,
but
it's true,
anyway,
though, I promise.
yes, I did. I did think.
I love it. I love it. She was kind of caught off guard. You know what? If you take a look at the picture from the 26th of March, 2025, that is Vanessa Feltz. If you all recall, it wasn't so long ago that she was making, she was doing her show in a way that it was like the With Love Meghan kind of backdrop, and then she was kind of like doing this mockery, and she's not a very nice person. She tried to be, I suppose, doing a bit of a parody of Meghan and trying to be humorous, but not as vicious. But it would have been better just to leave it alone. It would have been better to have just left it alone. But she went there. And anyway, her show is not doing well and on the verge of being canceled any second. So, not a fan. Let's see. Already lying. The Sussexes don't talk to Omid Scobie. They are slandering both for no reason, trying to pretend that Harry and Meghan leaked, still with the narrative. Let's see. Oh, thank you very much for the super chat, and thank you for being here, Lex. Exactly. They are that the little thing she says about Omid Scobie. I don't know under what circumstances this supposedly happened or allegedly happened, but there is no evidence of the Sussexes having some kind of long-term exchange or any recent exchanges, that is, with Omid Scobie. And of course, in the past, I believe that the only communication was through their the Sussexes representatives. So until we know different, I'm going to assume that it was limited to that. So I think she's kind of making it up or kind of filling in some parts to make herself seem like the hero. But yeah, as the lady said, it's nice that you're not talking about the Sussexes today. And look at the panel that they have there. I don't know what their deal is. Of course, I didn't watch the show, but one of the squaddies did share this. But that was the only bit that I heard. Let me see. Yeah, she's a bitter woman. Most of those women are weird. Okay. And that's putting it nicely to limit it to just weird. But yes, and they are quite bitter, very bitter. And somebody needs to say it.
Bitter. And, somebody needs to say it. Bitter. Bitter, bitter, bitter.
Bitter, bitter, bitter. Thank you very much. Let's see. She is trying to validate her hate against Meghan. Her WLM, with love, Meghan mockery was just that, mockery. There wasn't any thought to it. The British media first inclination is to hate, mock, and then imitate. Hello. Yes, I like that. Hate, mock, and then imitate. Yeah, it was just so... I don't know how much mileage she thought she was going to get out of that. She literally decorated a sound stage or a space or whatever that situation was. Everything was decorated so that she could mock Meghan. How far was she going to get with that? Obviously not far. It was just ridiculous. I was embarrassed for her. I was really embarrassed for her. I don't think that comedy is her strong suit. So the caller tells Vanessa Feltz that it's refreshing she's not talking about Prince Harry and Meghan today and being nasty about them, my wording. This is the second time Vanessa has claimed Omid Scobie praised her for balanced reporting on Meghan and that he passed her a message from Meghan saying she appreciates this too. My theory now is that if this is true, this was before mid-2022 when Vanessa hosted a talk show on the right-wing Talk TV, showed and tried to play devil's advocate with the very negative panel. Oh, I wonder if that's in reference to that thing with Angela Latrine. Remember that? Where she had kind of okay. All right. That makes a lot of sense if you look at it from that point in time. However, after the Sussexes started to come out more and Meghan was being more public, openly thriving and enjoying life with projects such as her Archetypes podcast, speaking engagements, one word, a world that is one world, collecting awards, philanthropy with Archwell, magazine interviews, foreign trips, another podcast, With Love, Meghan's Netflix show, and As Ever Business. Vanessa's Inner Karen has come out because Meghan is not suffering and not desperate to return to the UK. According to Vanessa, has been more bitchy with her Meghan commentary and her pathetic parody of Meghan. So it's disingenuous if she is claiming she is balanced on Meghan today based on how she was 3 years ago. And lastly, on Miss Scobie, you're free to deny, confirm, or not complain or explain with silence. Wow. You know what? I love Glow. And I wish Glow would please make a new video. We are long overdue for one of Glow's videos. So long overdue. So if there's any way that someone can pass the word, do tell her that we are requesting another one of her fantastic videos. So let me do this. Let me see if I can do this. Okay. Okay, that's not it. You know, I want to share that with you. That video.
Celebrate the Queen's Platinum Jubilee.
Look at old hot stuff there. Look at her. She didn't put on a whole bunch of lipstick. She thinks she still got it, don't she? Look at her. Yes, lick your lips like a model. Yes, girl, you are ready, honey. Look at her. Anyway, look at her. She's never had it so good. Look like she got herself a new boyfriend, huh? Huh? I shouldn't leave her like that. She looked like she's having a stroke. Anyway. Woo! Yeah, I shouldn't leave her like that. Poor thing looked like she's having a stroke. Anyway, let me try to do this. I'm sure a lot of you all do not remember that exchange. It was after the Queen died. And I haven't shared it in so long. I don't remember what the label was. But I know it was Vanessa Feltz. Oh, let's see. I know it was Talk TV. Let me try that. Oh man, that would be fun to watch right now. I think I know what you're doing. Do you guys remember that? It was hilarious. Oh my gosh, that was like my best day since Christmas, that was. And Vanessa did drag her. And then Emily, what's her face? She started chiming in off to the side. It was a mess. And it was also very messy, and I loved it. Let me see if I can find that Talk TV. Yeah, that was just too messy. Oh, please let me find it. Please let me find it. Oh, I know what. Bear with me, you guys. September 2022. This is a blessing and a curse. I have, you guys have no idea how many videos I have. It's hard to keep up with them. Oh, that one's fun. So that was September 2022, right? That's when the Queen died. And it was Talk TV. And Lord, I can't find it. I am so sorry. I cannot find it. That would have been too much fun. Because she was totally humiliated by Vanessa Feltz. And I think Vanessa is trying to get by on that one moment of clarity. You know what I mean? I think she expects to get praise for that brief moment of let's see. Yep, sorry folks. I do not know where it is. I had it and now I don't. Or at least I cannot find it. And that would have been too much fun. But I promise you, I will try to get that for us another time because it was just rich. And I really enjoyed it. watching, you know, what's her face getting grilled like that. They could have sold tickets for that. They could have sold tickets. That was a very emotionally draining time, though. That was like the one moment that we could actually have a laugh was when that happened. Okay, I'm going to give up then. All right, that's that. Let's see. Let me get rid of her. So Vanessa wasn't standing up for Meghan. With Harry and Meghan in the UK, all eyes were on Queen Elizabeth II's funeral. They tried to tone down their hatefulness for the global audience to gaslight the Sussexes. You know, maybe Vanessa tried to do that because some of the other coverage was still very vicious, as I recall. Oh man, let me think about that one. Because it didn't seem like they were, I don't know, it seemed like it was just from bad to worse, is the way I remember it. Unless we just weren't watching the same things. Okay, it was during the funeral. All right. Exactly. I was trying to figure out what she looks like. And by the way, that photo right there That was Vanessa's attempt at humor, trying to make fun of Meghan. That's where that picture comes from. Anyway, Vanessa Feltz is a big toadstool on her best day. She's just a big toadstool. And some of the people that she have on her show, that Condi lady, remember that the one that says that she was friends with Meghan until she wasn't, and which is interesting because not only does she pretend like she was friends with Meghan, but she also is one of the biggest defenders of Prince Andrew. Family kept their hate up, and that made them look bad. They continued to use the Sussexes for their popularity, but didn't want them included in anything, hence the dinner where they didn't go. Yeah, you know what? And that was so disgraceful. During the funeral, they were trying to keep up this working, non-working royal nonsense. Harry can't wear his uniform, and I tell you, anytime I would ever want to give them some kind of consideration, all I have to do is think back at how they carried on during that funeral, and not just the family, the media and the family. They worked together to do it. And William was leaking and briefing throughout the entire thing. Charles leaking and briefing. So, Prince William named in Epstein file as charity funding questions grow. What say you, Feminagra? Wait, who is that? Oh, Prada has confirmed Pieta Molia as the new Versace creative director. Oh, that's fantastic. Who is he? That's good. I have no idea who he is, but good for him. Okay, so early last month, reports emerged that Prince William had brought in a professional crisis manager. And a decision that quickly fueled public speculation. Commentators reached for familiar royal trouble from Andrew Mountbatten-Windsor's Epstein shadow to feuding headlines about Prince Harry and Meghan, plus noisy rumors about William and Kate's marital status. However, attention has now shifted as the U.S. Department of Justice released a vast tranche of Epstein's material that pulled more institutional players into the spotlight. The release not only revives the York scandal, it also dragged in projects associated with Prince William and King Charles' public environmental branding, forcing sharper look at how royal-linked causes handled money, access, and screening. What screening? charity donation timeline and public campaigns. Documents show that Jeffrey Epstein donated $50,000 to the wildlife charity Wild Aid in November of 2013 through the Enhanced Education Foundation years after the 2008 conviction. The timing is important because Wild Aid named William as an ambassador in 2013 and promoted his work through celebrity-driven campaigns. Wild Aid's own correspondent then tied Epstein's generous support to the campaigning push, even as it circulated links like publicity that included senior royals and other high-profile figures. The emails are significant because they show how the Wild Aid, that's Wild Aid, framed the relationship after the money arrived in February of 2014. Wild Aid's managing director emailed Epstein's office with thanks for his support and referenced the launch of a new rhino horn public service announcement in London. The same chain of outreach encouraged Epstein's team to share coverage that included an extract of a speech by Charles, then Prince of Wales, praising the charity work. Wild Aid can argue it ran a broad campaigning operation. However, the emails show something more poignant. Staff treated Epstein as a donor worth flattering and publicly associating with campaign momentum. Here's one of the documents right there. There's another one and another. Okay. So I'm going to go to the last paragraph. Other correspondents add an uneasy picture rather than clearing it up. One 2011 message shows Epstein claiming that the palace had asked him about pursuing possible lawsuit during phone hacking scandal. No officials were named and no evidence accompanied the claim, yet the emails show how often Epstein invoked royal proximity to his communication, even without confirming. Repeated reference like these kept the Royal Association alive in the public mind. Oh, let me see. Which document is that one? Oh, this one. I see William's name mentioned here. Okay. Darren asked me for a reply on this ASAP. Karen Holmes, Eubank, painter on LSJ, was approached by a woman in a Red Hook Marine after Red Hook Marine. What is that? After getting off the boat this afternoon. Please note she was the only female on board any of the boats. She informed Carrie that she was a reporter trying to get information on Jeffrey Epstein. She mentioned meals and that blank right there, Miss Maxwell, Prince William, saying she required information and that she was going back at least 10 years. So she invoked the name Prince William. She said she had spoken to a number of people, and if Carrie knew any information, she's good, provide big money. Wow. She informed Carrie she was a reporter trying to get information on Jeffrey Epstein. She also mentioned Mills and blank, Miss Maxwell, and Prince William. Wow. Yeah. At the same time in 2011, let me go back. Now in public records shows associates discussing British reporter who was actively seeking information about Jeffrey Epstein and mentioning Prince William by name. The exchange suggests that journalists were already probing potential royal links years before the charity donation that is ever surfaced. It also shows William's name appearing in Epstein related correspondence years before donation issues surfaced. The palace earlier refused to comment, resurfaced only deepening questions about the oversight and awareness rather than closing them. My, Willie, what have you been up to? Huh. Well, that's interesting. A reporter was asking about William, among other people, by name. You know what this means? Crisis manager. Now, LBC, I have a little thing that they had to say about this. Okay.
For me, at least, the handling of the allegations against Andrew absolutely reek of cover-up. They took years to take them seriously. For me, at least, the handling of the allegations against Andrew absolutely reek of cover-up. They took years to take them seriously. They paid for one of his accusers to be paid off in court. He remained a duke. He remained a royal highness for year after year after year. And even now, in response to the latest allegations, what does Buckingham Palace have to say about it? Nothing. Can that really go on when this is the king's brother? Because I don't think this head in the sand approach cuts it. I don't think the vague...
Okay, it is buffering. I am so sorry. Let me try that one more time. Wow, this is really bad too. It is buffering.
For me, at least, the handling of the allegations against Andrew absolutely reek of cover-up. They took years to take them seriously. They paid for one of his accusers to be paid off in court. He remained a duke. He remained a royal highness for year after year after year. And even now, in response to the latest allegations, what does Buckingham Palace have to say about it? Nothing. Can that really go on when this is the king's brother? Because I don't think this head in the sand approach cuts it. I don't think the vague statements like we had again from Prince Edward this week about focusing on the victims seem sincere. So I think it reflects pretty poorly on the royal family. And I think it's doing quite a lot of damage to them. For me, at least, the handling of the allegations against...
Well, it's a hot topic and it continues. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. It's about time. It is about time. Now, I only just discovered this. Members of the royal family are not responsible or accountable for Andrew Mountbatten-Windsor's moral transgressions. To harangue them in public during official engagements is extremely and unduly discourteous and undermines the important civil purposes those engagements intend to serve. Wow, I guess they told them. Who the hell are these people? Who the hell are these people? I only just discovered this group hours ago. Now, let me show you what they say they do. Britain's premier royalist organization committed to protecting and strengthening the constitutional monarchy in the United Kingdom. You sure about that? That's what they say. Now, it wasn't only that. They had some more to say. Let me see. Let me find that. It says, over the past week, there has been a spate of incidents where journalists have heckled members of the royal family during official engagements, seeking to confront them about the conduct of Andrew Mountbatten-Windsor. Members of the royal family are not responsible or accountable for the Andrew Mountbatten-Windsor moral transgressions. To harangue them during public duties is extremely and unduly discourteous and undermines the important civic purposes those engagements intend to serve. His Majesty the King acted decisively to remove Andrew Mountbatten-Windsor from the public life, divesting him in his dignities and styles, depriving him of his income, and finally, in the last 2 days, evicting him from Royal Lodge. We urge journalists to uphold the standards. We urge journalists to uphold the standards of their own profession and afford the royal family appropriate respect and courtesy during official duties. Go to hell. Go straight to hell with all that. Let me tell you something. You want them to uphold standards of their own profession. That is something they have been lacking for at least 100 years, and that is upholding standards. Their standard mode of operation is to harass, to accuse, unnecessary speculation, and of course, lie. They will lie. They will make up stuff. That's their standards. Stripped Harry and Meghan without a thought were what's that? Is that forced for Andrew? Were forced for Andrew, right? Yeah, I mean, look at what it took. It took humiliating the king. And you know what? I have been trying to find that video where Charles was heckled outside of the church. Remember that? That's when he really got angry and he said he was stripping him. And then we found out that it really wasn't happening. And then, of course, they were threatening to have a debate about it in Parliament. So they have been doing this incrementally. They have been stripping Andrew just a little bit at a time. And if you ask me, they have been far too cautious. And yet the press will go long periods without any discussion of Andrew. Anyway, thank you, Legs, for your comment. Well, these people, they have some pretty high-minded ideas, don't they? So King heckled over Andrew's ties to Epstein. Protester asked monarch if former Duke of York should be investigated by police. Charles did not have a good day. That man did not have a good day today. I promise you he didn't. Let me go ahead and cue that up for you. And probably by tomorrow, there's going to be some other type of punishment for Andrew, or at least the pretense of a punishment, I suspect. Oh, yeah. Okay. So this one, there's one that I cannot. Okay, I'll show you. Let me see this one. Otherwise, Charles had a lot of well wishers there. This one, I can only play the sound for this. Okay.
Do you have a message for the victim? Your Majesty, will your family help with the Epstein investigation? Do you have a message for the victims, Your Majesty? Your Majesty, will your family help with the Epstein investigation? Do you have a message for the victims, Your Majesty? Your Majesty, will your family help with the Epstein investigation? Do you have a message for the victims, Your Majesty?
You know what? You know what I noticed? Usually when something like that happens, they start yelling, "God save the king! God save the king! God save the king!" I have not heard that in a long time. But that's usually what the crowd start chanting. Not the whole crowd, but just a few select people. That was a bad day for Charles. As you can see, Charles is in the first screenshot. Then the next one, he's turning to go inside the building. And then you can see Camilla stepping out the vehicle last. And very clearly, you could hear the reporter. And also, you guys, let me just say this. It is unusual for reporters to shout questions at the royal family. Very unusual. I don't know what media group that reporter is from, but it is highly, highly unusual, super, super unlikely for them to do something like that. But when there's something this big going on, like remember when they asked, is the royal family racist? And William said, "We are very much not a racist family." That's unusual. It shows a complete lack of deference and a loss of respect. And the thing is, once that ball starts to rolling, like right here, Peter Hunt says, "As I wrote in the iPaper about the palace reaction to the first time Charles was heckled about Epstein last year, the concern will have been that a one-off protest action could become a habit. Heckling tends to erode mystique." Heckling tends to erode mystique. Their fault when trying to get people to boo Harry and Meghan. Great point, because the tabloids were running those articles. Will you boo, especially the Express with their poll, will you boo Harry and Meghan? Are you planning to boo Harry and Meghan? And the whole point of it was to try to help people realize that that's what they should do. They were literally planting that thought that they should boo Harry and Meghan. Well, now look who's being booed. Boo hoo. Oh man, this is just getting juicier by the day, ain't it? And check this out. Thank you, Legs. Let's see. It's been almost 20 years of Andrew mess. His mama should have dealt with this Trust there's more to come. Her legacy will be tarnished. I couldn't be happier. Notice how all these people don't want any accountability for the victims. They just want a stiff upper lip and never complain, never explain. These emotionally stunted individuals don't care. You tell them, Legs. Okay. They don't care about anyone who isn't titled or giving them money or freebies. Oh, that's a great point right there. Keeping Camilla tends to erode the mystique. And didn't it really start with Camilla? Didn't the whole thing start with Camilla? Charles' obsession with being an old-fashioned Prince of Wales, meaning that he would have a wife and a mistress too, right? And Camilla, the reason why I'm taking it out on Camilla is because Camilla actively friended Diana so that she could get close enough to her to make sure that she knew exactly what Diana's motives and intentions were so that she can exploit Diana, exploit her proximity to Diana, undermine Diana, and destroy the marriage. She was not on the sidelines encouraging Charles to stay in it, stay with it. Do not hurt the children like this. Instead, the woman who is part of some charity or whatever it is for abused women, it to me is one of the biggest abusers in the land. She's an abuser. She and Charles were very abusive to Diana. I'm not going to say allegedly. I'm not going to say possibly. I'm going to say that's exactly what it was. And as far as I'm concerned, any idea that Diana was conspiring and plotting with the press, I really do not care. She was on her own, desperate, lonely, and had nobody to turn to. Everybody within the institution, everyone within the press were all plotting against her at the same time, all of them. Let's see. Andrew and Fergie ruin is what happens when you keep spares utterly dependent on the mercy of a fickle monarch, and they lack the courage, honor, and the talent to break free. Harry and Meghan have all three. And that would be courage, honor, and talent. Oh, I like that. Thank you. Oh, yes, they are suddenly quiet. Huh. They don't want to mess up their brand, do they? Uh-huh. Ooh. You know what? It's the ancestors. I'm telling you, the ancestors are doing this. The ancestors did not like the way they were treating Meghan. It's the ancestors. They're going to have to do something. They're going to have to make some kind of offering or something, because they are in trouble with the ancestors. This is just getting better by the day. It really is. And it doesn't look good for Queen Elizabeth. It really doesn't. Queen Elizabeth is going to come out of this looking pretty bad. She's not here to defend herself. And even if she was, she would have other people do it. And then they'll say, well, we don't really know what she's thinking. But this is a permanent stain on Queen Elizabeth's reputation. Permanent. And in the future, when people discuss this, it really is going to weigh heavily on what the Queen did and did not do. It's not even a question about what she knew about. Because as the head of the church, the armed forces, the Secret Service, and just about everything else in her name, there should be no limit to how much information that was available. Even if she wasn't informed, she could have asked. Before she paid out £12 million to somebody that her son did not know for something he did not do, she could have asked certain questions. Wow, what a mess. What a mess. This is a mess too. Is that denim bus for King's visit leaves with just one person. Empty first shuttle bus headed to, is it Dedham? Well, anyway, Dedham, for a visit of King Charles III with left with just one passenger, as well as our reporter on board. So SK is saying, oh my God, they shuttled people in for the barriers for Charles and Camilla's visit. This is absolutely pathetic. There's no organic love. Everything is performative and staged. They wanted to engineer the support amid their Epstein struggles. They didn't know the hecklers had walked to the venue. Ooh, there is blood in the water. And the sharks are coming in, y'all. Hazel Jones says she knew. She actively protected him until she took her last breath. Zakoy Farms, thank you for joining us this morning. You know, guys, I am not ashamed to say I was wrong. Hazel Jones tried to tell me that Queen Elizabeth has been doing this for years, where she would have other people do her dirty work. I was like, well, you know, it's the only life she's ever known, and she got so old, but you know, when you weigh everything, it really does come down to this. that Queen Elizabeth was a characterization, not a real person. That was a mask that she put on every day. That was a character, a role. The real Elizabeth disappeared years ago. And what was left was someone who played up the mother of the nation, who played up the grandmother of the nation. And it was very well played and believable. But there were so many times where she ruined her sister's life, and that she was a complete failure with Charles, just a failure. And then, of course, when it comes to the Sussexes, there was so much more she could have done, and she just didn't. I believe that she was probably yielding to her heirs because they're the future. And the heirs come first. The crown comes first. And whatever affection she had for Harry, it was not more important than the crown. It was not more important than satisfying her son and her eldest grandson. So that was that. It was just a matter of time that we found out the truth. So I thank Hazel Jones for opening my eyes to that, because I was giving Betty too big of a free pass, assuming that she was just this weak old person who just didn't have any agency any longer. But that wasn't the case. That wasn't the case. She sits back, or was sitting back and allowing people to do their worst. And she had the convenience of looking the other way. So Ooh, that's they used her to find out where they were. Betty, 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 what have you done? That is why I believe that the whole thing about the Queen says that Kate needs to get a job and Kate is lazy. I do believe that that came from the Queen. I believe the Queen said it, knowing that it would, I believe she was trying to embarrass and shame Kate into being a stronger player. And that just did not ever happen. So, well, you live and you learn, right? You live and you learn. And of course, with everything that we know about Epstein, about Andrew, about Fergie, yet there's Charles kissing Fergie's hand at Royal Ascot. Charles worked really hard to bring Andrew back into the fold. He worked really hard to bring Sarah Ferguson back into the fold. But what he didn't do was try to make peace with the Sussexes. That's something he didn't do. And he allowed his daughter-in-law to be racially abused. He allowed his son to be abused and did nothing about it. She let them take the Sussexes' security. What's next? What's next for Sarah Ferguson? Oh, by the way, one of the squatties posted this. Woo! Poor corgi, all of a sudden, the leash, or lead, as some people call it, dropped to the ground. And then, of course, that's when the corgi noticed that there was a flaming pit of hell where the queen once stood. Yeah, I don't know who illustrated this, but it is quite funny. There's no truth that they attract tourists. Windsor Castle isn't even the most popular tourist destination. In Windsor and Versailles gets around 20 times the amount of visitors that Buckingham Palace gets each year. But even if it was true, what serious country chooses their constitutional arrangements based on the whims of tourists? Do we see ourselves as no more than a glorified Disneyland with Charles and Camilla as our Mickey and Minnie? Oh, man. My appreciation to the squatty who posted that. Here's the harsh reality. Let's just say the one on the left side is the Palace of Versailles, and the one on the right side is Windsor Castle. One exceeds your expectations, and the other, well, it's much older. It's a bit run down. No, I guess that's the only good thing that I could say for Queen Elizabeth is that she knew how to put herself together. But Camilla, oh my goodness, it doesn't look like she was dressed by anyone. It just seems like maybe some of the maids held up the cape and she went running or galloping through the halls of the palace and just kind of stuck her head in the middle and kept running. That's what it looks like. A big sloppy mess. Those kind of look like Minnie Mouse shoes, though, don't they? They kind of remind me of Minnie Mouse. Narendra Kaur, as if it's not disgusting enough to unclothe me and have me being assaulted by the occupant, which I'm sure was an AI she's talking about here. They decided to make AI, what was that, grok image of me with monstrous Epstein as if I knew him. Some things have to be reported to the police. Thank you, everyone, for reporting this image and giving me the confidence to go to the police, to the popo. Yeah, they did an AI image of her with him, which is kind of scary. That is very, very. Could you imagine how frightening it must have been to look at that? Could you imagine? That is scary. This is a bit off topic, but you guys don't forget the movie. When is the movie coming out? You know what? I don't know when it premieres. Hold on. Cookie Queens. When does that premiere? Where to watch? Where to watch? February 2026. Oh, let me see. When can we watch it? Does anybody know? I do believe it's this month. But it's not out yet, though, right? Oh, well. When does Cookie Queens premiere? Is it available now? Did I miss it? Okay, I'm going to look on Netflix. Well, I don't see any information for it. You know what? I have not watched the Michelle Obama documentary. Okay, yeah, I don't see any information for it. So if you guys know, put it in the chat. And with that, you guys, guess what? I am done. That's it. But I'm going to stick around for some of your comments. So feel free to leave some comments. I'm going to stick around for that. Yeah, so thank you so much, everyone. That was the last thing. And in case you missed it yesterday, it seems as though Lewis Hamilton and Kim Kardashian are in the throes of passion. That they have a understanding. Thank you, Heather Stroud. And of course, I wouldn't be surprised if this doesn't help Lewis Hamilton position himself where he can learn a few things and break the internet, just like Kim Kardashian. You know what I'm saying? She'll be able to give him a few pointers. And next thing you know, he'll break the internet. Thank you, Lex. I appreciate that. And you know what, Legs? Just because you said that, let me see if I can give you a little present here. You know what I'm looking for. What was that? Cho. Oh, man. And of course, I cannot find it. Oh, wait, look at this one. Look at this one. Clump, 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 clump. Clump, 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 clump. This lady looks at Camilla coming and just screams. I love it. Clump, 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 clump. Oh, did that lady have an edible before she saw Camilla clump, clumping on? Clump, 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 clump. That lady must have had an edible before Camilla comes clumping along. Oh my goodness, that is too funny. Thank you, Ingrid Soares. Clump, clump. Oh man. Poor Camilla, she couldn't help it. She was born with a silver hoof in her mouth. You know, I was looking for that one that I shared the other night that I had never shared before, where Camilla had to like evacuate when that crowd was coming. And you know what's so weird about it? They didn't even report that. That was never reported by the tabloids. That they kept a secret. I don't know where I found it. I just, but I had it for probably at least a year. Yeah, I had that for at least a year. Nope, that's not it. Man, I wanted to share that with you guys. Again, I am done, you guys. If you have any last comments, go ahead and throw those in the chat. Yeah. Don't see it, you guys. I am going to have to do an overhaul of these videos. I'm sure that there are some that are mislabeled. Okay, you guys. I'm just looking for something, but I'm still here. Prince Charles and Camilla plotted. Okay, this is a good one. Remember when Charles got mad because Camilla could not follow simple instructions? Come on, get over here. Damn it. And stand there. Look at Charles. So stupid. Watch. Merci, merci. Thank you so much. Fleur de Yucca. No, Fleur is day, right? Fleur day. I think that's how you pronounce it. Oh, okay. Really? Are you saying I got some cookies coming? Girl Scout cookies coming your way. I sent it via Girl Scouts organization. Really? Oh my Lord. Do I need to go and get some milk? Oh my Lord. Thank you so much for that. Yes, thank you in advance. I love Girl Scout cookies. Let me see. Let me get Harry back up here again. Harry with his chocolate candy, white chocolate. Who could take the sunrise, sprinkle it with dew, mixes it with love and a miracle or two? The Candy Man can.
Hello.
Hello.
Ooh. Yes, please.
White chocolate.
Thank you.
You got it.
Love you.
Oh, that is so sweet. That is so sweet. Hello.
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 Ooh. Yes, please.
White chocolate.
Thank you.
You got it.
Love you.
That is so awesome. Oh, look at there. It's a dog's life. I tell you, if you can be reincarnated, I would love to come back as Mamma Mia or Guy, because Guy had a great life. Look at Harry's face light up. Let's take a look at that.
Hello.
Hello.
Ooh. Yes, please.
White chocolate.
Thank you.
You got it.
Love you.
Okay, so I wondered if that was just Harry's space, but as you can see, there's another chair there. So that is one of their shared offices. So they got the big ceremonial office with the fireplace, and then they got the smaller office. Okay. I know. I know. It was something sweet for him. Okay, you guys, I want to stay on for like another 3 minutes, so it'll be a nice, even 2 hours. Thank you all for your comments and everything. That was amazing. I mean, you guys, I'm telling you, I learned so much. I learned so much. It's it's a group effort. It's a group effort. Nobody can know everything, and you guys know so much. I promise you. The comments were great today. Have not seen Dorothy Ross in a while. And has Elaine Parker been on during the day? Do you guys know if Elaine Parker's been on? And Church Nellie, I hope she's doing okay. Anyone who's been struggling or ill or anything, we got to make sure we keep them in our prayers. Okay, one more minute, you guys. One more minute. Okay, but where? Where did it premiere? Because I don't see it on Netflix. Initial release, it says January 25th, 2026. But where can we watch it? That's the Park City, Utah. Well, we'll see it when we see it. Cannot rush these things, Good night, Hazel Jones. Oh, it's 2 hours. Okay, I'm going to say good night, you guys. Thank you so much. Again, this has been wonderful. It's already been 3 minutes. Let me see. Okay, 3 more minutes. 3 more minutes. What? Are you serious? Oh, thank you so much for that. Oh, Lord. I cannot wait. Oh, boy, that sounds exciting. By the way, I got let me see here. I got a late birthday card. I don't want to say who sent it, but I got a birthday card that a birthday card and a Christmas card. And I just picked those up from my mailbox service. So yeah. Anyway, you know who you are. I did receive your cards, and thank you very much for that. And thank you for the kind words that you included. All right. Let's see. Glory to God in the highest heaven, and on earth peace among those whom he favors. Oh, beautiful, beautiful card. Thank you again. Sandra, or should I say Sandra? I didn't know you were here. Okay, it's not on Netflix yet. Very good. Hazel Jones, I thought you were gone. I know what you mean though, because I kind of feel like hanging out some more. You know, when the gossip is that good, you just don't want to say goodnight. You know what I mean? It was good and messy. And I just feel like hanging out some more. As a matter of fact, let me see if I see anything messy I could share before I go. Just to keep it messy. Let's see, is there anything else messy out there? No, I think that's going to have to do for now. I know. What is this? Amazon Tech Wiz joins Harry's team at Invictus. Oh, Lord. Let me see here. What about it? Well, apparently, if this is correct, They're bringing over someone from Amazon. Let me see here. Nana Fifield is director of technology at Amazon Prime and is joining Prince Harry's Invictus Games Foundation as a trustee. Okay. So it's intriguing to see a changing of the guard at the Invictus Games Foundation, the charitable body which oversees the event and channels funding to disabled ex-service personnel. So it's to change lives and save lives. I can disclose that the foundation's newest trustee is Nana Fifield, a key figure in the world of online entertainment. Okay. Well, that's good news, I guess. Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't see anything messy. Nothing messy enough to warrant a let me see here. Okay. Well, I think I want some catfish this weekend. I haven't had any catfish for a minute. Go to JJ's and give me some catfish. Yes, I do, Connie Balmer. I actually do. And of course, I keep some right here on my desk. I think I probably have maybe 4 of these boxes. I got to take a look, but I think I should still have 4 of those boxes. Well, they did have those moving trucks outside. They showed those big lorries, as they call them. You guys, I don't know what happened to what is her name? The reporter, her mother's missing. That is a weird story. Anyway, you guys, I'm gonna go. But thank you so much. Thank you, Savannah Guthrie. I'm gonna go, but thank you all for hanging out. Also, remember to be very careful about online fraud. There's a lot of people that are still committing fraud. And I mean, it's a huge problem right now. So if anyone tries to contact you from the bank to tell you that there's been some wild spending, make sure you hang up the phone and call the number on your debit card or credit card. Just hang up. Do not volunteer any information. It is so easy to get pulled into a someone's scheme. So I'm going to say it one more time. If someone calls you or texts you or whatever about your spending, mostly the phone calls is how they get you. Hang up the phone. They're going to try to convince you that it is so important that you do this right now. They are going to have what looks like a call from your bank. They might even have information about you from the dark web, like where you bank and those kind of things. But the number that you call is the only way you can be sure that you're calling the bank, because they can mimic phone numbers. They can have the numbers correct. They could have the caller ID come up with the name, but it's just not right. And they are going to ask you for information. So if there is something that has gone wrong, the few minutes that it takes for you to get through to your financial institution is not going to make a big deal. It won't be any more of a problem. What is a problem is if you stay on the phone and you keep talking, right? You cannot do that. You hang up that phone as fast as you can. You just say, hey, let me call you back. And then they're going to say, oh, by the time you call us back, your whole account will be empty. And of course, I usually monitor my transactions through the phone app anyway. But still, if they are on the phone with you, you hang up and then you call them back. That way you can take back your power. It makes so much sense. Because it's easy. It's so easy to get lured into this scam that's going on, or scams, plural. But it's also very easy to get out of it if you just hang up the phone. Hang it up. You just hang up the phone, and then they don't have any power over you. But if you stay on the phone, they got you. So if somebody calls and it's some kind of emergency with your debit card or a bank account, checking account, what are we going to do? We're going to hang up. And we're going to call that number on the back of the card. You save yourself a lot of trouble. I just saw this guy. He owned a roofing business for years. And the scam that he fell into, it was actually a wrong number. And so he started having a conversation with this lady, and somehow she started talking about how she was actually trying to call a friend or a financial institution or something. And next thing you know, he invested, I believe it was like $500,000 into some kind of Bitcoin or something like that. She gave him they even had a phone app for this bogus financial institution. And so he sent money 4 times, which was all of his life savings, about $2 million he had from the years of being a roof person. And so when he ran out of money, he asked his, I think it was his daughter or daughter-in-law, or maybe it was his granddaughter. He said, you wouldn't happen to have about $200,000 that you can invest if you know you're going to double the money and get the money back. And as soon as he showed her what he had been doing, she just broke into tears. And she told him, she said, this is not real. And so he said, well, I got this phone app. So he's trying to show her this phone app and everything. Every time they tried to access money with that app, there was no money to be accessed. And unfortunately, this widower is going to be forced to sell the home that he shared with his late wife, the home he thought he would live in for the rest of his life. Hang up the phone. Hang it up. Okay, that's it. All right, so I'm going to go. Thanks, guys. Remember, hang up the phone. Call them back. It's not that big of an emergency, I could assure you. Yeah, that's another good one. But they can clone the information. They'll have like the right area code. Everything is going to look legitimate, including the name of the bank. That's why you got to hang up. But as Hazel says, if you don't pick up the phone, then they don't even get that close to you. Yeah, I better have a Ricola. My throat is so dry, isn't it? Okay, family. Let's all say good night. Since y'all didn't seem like you wanted to go, I figured let me go fill up my cup and I'll play this. And I had to go and fill up my big 40-ounce cup. But I love watching their arrival to Jamaica. It's like one of my favorite things. And who else could have pulled this off? I mean, just one day, you're at your Montecito mansion and you decide to put on this big ball skirt. I mean, who owns a skirt like that, let alone just wears it to a random movie premiere? And what could I say? Only Meghan could have made this possible. Only Meghan could have made this possible. I just love the spontaneity. And look at Harry. Harry's eyes say, "Oh my God, what are they going to say tomorrow?"
Where's Marcus?
I love the way Harry was so warmly received by the Bob Marley family. I mean, it was just, very, very warm. And who else but Harry would go to a movie premiere like that and go and spend some time with, what is Bob Marley's wife's name? And he goes back there and he's like on bended knee talking to her. I thought that was very sweet. Oh, I love this. I love this entrance. Wow. Rita Marley, thank you so much. Rita Marley.
This way.
Look at the way they mirror each other's body language.
Jamaicans don't want the Queen. I can tell you that.
And unlike the Queen, he doesn't believe Prince William can keep Jamaica from becoming a republic.
If Harry did there now, people would have react different. People that go meet Harry. But William, but no one see that.
Attain in short order with our people and fulfill our true ambitions and destiny as an independent, developed, prosperous country.
Thank you, Media.
And we are moving on, and we intend to attain in short order with our people and fulfill our true ambitions and destiny as an independent, developed, prosperous country.
Thank you, Media.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Well, okay. Now, good night for real, you guys. I just love this community, the way we just hang out like this. But and I thought Hazel Jones was gone about a half hour ago, and she's still here. Let me see who else is still here. Oh, let me see here. Sharon Augustine, thank you so much for stopping by. Val Rich, it's been a while, right? April May. Jetstar, good morning to you too. I suppose some of y'all are just starting your day. You know, I was wondering why it was so cold. You know, I had the air conditioner on. Let me see, what is the outside temperature right now? I was freezing. Oh, it's only 30 degrees. That's not bad. 30 degrees. Oh, wow. Look like we might get some snow. Oh, yeah. Well, hey, Ella Parker. Well, I cannot wait for us to do another members only. It's kind of like we had the vibe the other day, but it wasn't the members only. So I'm going to have to do that. I think what I'll try to do is come on early one day and then do the members only later that evening. So we can really gossip. That'll be fun.
Good without too.
It's really good without. Because once you get to the bottom, it tastes all the banana. Is that a look of joy?
I was like, and
I'm muted.
dun, dun, dun. My mom has nothing
I'll
to
tell you
say.
when I'm done.
Okay, Doria said, I will tell you when I'm done.
How's the lunch, Meghan?
You're looking amazing, Meghan.
Oh, the Mississippi is low right now? Well, I think that the water is coming because when we have the big snowstorms, it usually raises the level of Lake Michigan. So I think that once everything melts, the river might even be alarmingly high. So we'll see. But yeah, sometimes when we have a big snowy season like this past winter, the lake level can have a difference of like up to 4 feet, right? Sometimes it's low, sometimes it's high. So I think that the Midwest is going to feed a lot of water into Lake Michigan. I mean, into the Mississippi River. So just hang in there and you'll see by spring, the water is coming your way. Is it? Oh, you know what? I think I just saw that on the radar. Let me see. Oh, yeah, I see. Oh, my goodness. That's a big snowstorm. That is a big snowstorm. I'm looking at it right now on the radar. Everything seems like it's a bit north of us. Do you know that Rome is about the same? What is it? On the same parallel as Chicago, and yet Rome gets all of that nice, warm, balmy weather, and we get blizzards. But that's because of the temperatures off the ocean. It's hard to believe that we're at the same. What do you call that? As Rome. Don't seem like it. Okay, cheers, everybody. Thanks for hanging out. I had so much fun tonight.